Joining me now is the U.S. hostage negotiator, Adam Boehler, live with us tonight here on the Hill. Adam, thanks for being with us tonight. Appreciate it.
Of course. It's always a pleasure, Blake.
Yep. So I want to get to what you have said, what the commander-in-chief has said, what the Israeli prime minister has said. But let me just start with that report, if you don't mind. Out of the Jerusalem report Post, Hamas claims that the remains of Shiri Bibas have been handed over. Is that your understanding right now, Adam, as we know it, or is it too early?
What I understand is that they handed over another body. I'll believe it when I see it. I sure hope that that's Shiri Bibas after all of that. But they also said it was Shiri Bibas the first time. So let's have people look at it in Israel and claim one way or the other and identify whether it is forensically.
Do we have a sense of when we'll know?
They understood pretty quickly thereafter. So we'll know within 24 hours for sure, probably even sooner.
Okay. Sooner than 24 hours. You made some comments last night, Adam, saying that we need to release all of that Hamas needs to release all of the hostages or quote unquote face total annihilation. What did you mean by that?
I mean that the president was elected because Americans don't want any more of this bullshit. And at the end of the day, we're going to make good on that. You heard what he said today. He was extremely upset at this news. Who wouldn't be? Because not only did they not put a body in a coffin, they put a different person in, but they also bashed those two kids with their hands. They were not destroyed from a bomb. And so that's just obviously unacceptable. Everything they've done is unacceptable, and we're tired of it.
The president has said, you spoke of his comments, he said, are we going to continue to take that? I don't think so. I obviously hear your frustration, rightfully so. Just a horrific scene yesterday unfolding there in the Middle East. What is the administration going to do about it?
Well, I'll look back to what we've done before and what the president did before in Iran. We're going to hold them accountable. And it doesn't have to be today. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. There's a lot of time here. But we're going to make our first priority getting every single person out, including the alive American and the 4 American bodies that are there. We're going to get everybody out, and then we're going to hold people accountable, and so is Israel.
Is there a timeline? That the president had talked about, obviously, noon of last weekend. That didn't come. Is there any sort of timeline going forward?
Oh, there's definitely a timeline that we've set. And at the end of the day, Israel is going to receive 6 hostages tomorrow alive. And then we'll see what things look like from a phase 2 perspective. I've given very specific recommendations to Hamas to release everybody as soon as possible. As time ticks on, you might have more that die, and I think that's only going to make things worse for them. So I think speed is obviously extremely important here.
The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today reacting to what we witnessed yesterday. I want to play some of that sound for our audience here on News Nation or those listening to us on Sirius XM. Get your reaction on the other side.
Today, the heavens shake. The entire civilized world should condemn these horrific murders. The entire civilized world should join Israel in demanding the immediate release of all the hostages.
What is reasonably expected, Adam, to come next?
Well, I think the 6 hostages will be released, and then over a period of time, if Hamas plays ball and releases the rest, then we'll figure out what things look like the day after. And that's what we'll be thinking about. But I expect a huge concentration from the prime minister, from Bibi, and from our administration in getting people out alive.
Let me leave you with this. You are not negotiating with good faith actors. You are negotiating with a foreign terrorist organization, excuse me, that was labeled that by Bill Clinton, kept in place by Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump. Can you sort of take either me, the audience behind, what it is like negotiating with Hamas, trying to get these hostages out? What is that like, if you can explain it at all?
We don't even do it directly because our focus in the United States is not going directly to terrorist organizations because we don't want to support it. And so at the end of the day, we're working through places like Qatar, Egypt, and you have actors talking to them, trying to explain how it is eventually in their best interest one way or the other. And I think what's happened, and this is what Israel has done, is they have eliminated the people that have been blocks. And so those people that hold them now will face the same fate very quickly if they don't release them right away.
Adam Boehler, I always appreciate your time. Thank you for being with us tonight here on the Hill. Adam Boehler, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Blake.